Hi there. Welcome to blog post number 3, and today I'm going to talk to you about the planes of movement. So typically when we exercise or we work out, we move in 3 different planes. Mostly we stay in the sagittal plane. The sagittal plane is going to be your forwards and backwards motions. So something like a squat, for example, is going to be a sagittal plane movement. Another example of a sagittal plane movement is going to be your lunge. So you step back, you lunge down, and you come up. A push-up and a pull-up is also an example of a sagittal plane movement. Now, I would like to talk a little bit more about the frontal plane and the transverse plane, because as individuals with bodies who are performing sports or working out or whatever sort of movement we're doing in our lives, it's really important that we build the body to understand how to move in all dimensions, all right? And this is why we want to talk about frontal plane exercises and transverse plane exercises. My belief is that if you incorporate frontal plane and transverse plane exercises into your warm-up, workouts, cool downs, and days off, it's going to help build your body more efficiently, and it's going to allow you to adapt to more athletic positions across the board. So the first exercise I want to talk about is going to be the lateral lunge. So for the lateral lunge, all you want to do is take your feet wide, your toes point straight, and your feet can be about as wide as your wrists if you were to reach your arms out, but maybe a little bit narrower. Now, all I'm going to do for the lateral lunge is I'm going to send my hips back as I put my arms forward, and I bend into one knee. And then all I do is I push to the other side. So I'll show you once from the side. It's the same setup. I'm going to keep my rib cage in, my abs are active. I send my hips back, and I reach my arms forward. To make this more difficult, you can lift your arms up. But things you want to be sure of is that your shin is vertical and your hips are back in space. And this is going to be your frontal plane exercise. Now, the transverse plane is a little bit trickier in the sense that it's a circular motion, okay? So it involves a rotation around your axes, all right? So a great example of something that you could work on your own for the transverse plane movement is a lunge with twist. So for the lunge with twist, all I'm going to do is I'm going to step one leg back, all right? I'm going to make sure my front shin is vertical, my knee is directly over my ankle. From here, I'm going to drop one hand down. I'm going to press the palm of my right hand into my outer right knee. And when I feel ready, I'm going to twist from my low belly, head turns last, and I'm going to reach up. You can come down. Something you can add to this, if you spin your back foot down, connect your tricep to your inner knee, you can actually turn the other way. And then you can always come up from that. I want to show you once from the side. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back. I'm going to drop this hand down, trying to keep it in line with my back foot. I connect the palm to the outer knee. I'm going to turn and twist, being sure not to let this hip collapse, and then I'm going to reach up. And if I feel it necessary, I can reach the arm forward. I can also bring the hand down, drop the back ankle, and I can also reach up this way. And then what you can even do from there is you can come up to your warrior 2, come to that lateral lunge position, and you can incorporate some lateral lunges. And that's it. That's the frontal plane and transverse plane exercises. And I would incorporate these into any sort of regimen you're on, mainly to increase the strength and stability of your joints and your body, also to prevent injury, all right? It's going to help you to include a lot of muscles that might not be getting used if you're strictly living in your sagittal plane, which we tend to do. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new.